As you begin to listen, imagine this isn't something you're trying to learn. It's something you're remembering, as if it's always been a part of you, waiting, awakening now. And you might begin to notice, perhaps even now, that something inside you is already beginning to shift, because you've decided, deeply and powerfully, to combine these ideas, not just to understand them, but to install them as your new belief system, your new operating system, your unconscious automatic way of seeing the world and expressing who you really are. And so the mind becomes ready, doesn't it? There's a story of a child who used to speak to the stars, not metaphorically. I mean, she'd stand outside at night, barefoot in the grass, and speak to the sky with total confidence, because back then, she hadn't yet learned to fear her voice. She hadn't yet been taught to question her worth. As you're listening now, perhaps a part of you remembers. You were once that child. And inside you, that certainty still lives. Confidence isn't added, it's uncovered. Just like the stars that are always there, even when clouds hide them. Let's pretend for a moment that every word you speak shifts something in the universe. What would you say then? Would you hold back? Or do you speak with clarity, curiosity, and courage? And the truth is, people who speak up, they simply decided to believe that their voice matters. And then they acted like it did, until the world agreed. Just like you're now deciding, and feeling how good it feels to align your actions with that new truth. There was once a man about to step out on stage, but he forgot everything. The script, the speech, the strategy. And in that moment, he didn't panic. He smiled, because he remembered something more powerful than lines. He remembered how he wanted to make them feel. Because charisma, it isn't in the content, it's in the certainty, the belief behind the words, the presence behind the pauses. And right now, you can feel that presence growing in you, can't you? Trust your voice. Feel the power in your presence. Speak with certainty now. Let your body remember what it's always known. Because every time you open your mouth to speak, you invite the world to meet your inner truth. And your inner truth is magnetic, isn't it? And you might begin to notice this today. Or perhaps it takes a few hours or even days. But either way, you'll find yourself speaking more boldly, expressing more freely, and connecting more deeply. Whether you're remembering to stand tall, or just naturally doing it without thinking. Because both ways lead here to confidence, to courage, to a new core belief system that speaks through you, not from you. There's a curious thing that happens when you begin to own your voice. People listen, they lean in, and then they begin to mirror you. Because energy is magnetic. People feel your presence before they understand your words. Just like the first time you made someone laugh without trying, or inspired someone by simply being yourself. It's not about trying, it's about being certain, being authentic, being aligned. And that is what you're installing now, effortless alignment. Now maybe there were times in the past when you felt nervous. But what if that nervousness was energy? What if fear was just excitement without breath? What if rejection was just redirection to something better? What if speaking up became the most natural thing in the world? Because from now on, your mind learns. Courage, it isn't the absence of fear. It's moving anyway. Feedback isn't failure, it's fuel. Communication isn't risk, it's connection. And right now, you're connecting more deeply with your truth than ever before. Think about this. Haven't there been times that you spoke up and it went well? Times you shared a thought and others nodded. Moments you felt alive because you expressed something real. Yes. So is it more likely that this is who you truly are? Isn't it plausible the past fear is just a fog? And the clarity is here now. if that's possible, then what else might be possible? Because you're the kind of person who seeks clarity in the chaos, speaks with soul, not just sound, turns every challenge into a chance to smile. When people ask, how did you become so confident? You just smile and say, oh, I decided to believe in my voice, and the world followed. And it's curious, isn't it? How you came here wanting to learn how to install these beliefs, and now they're already taking root. Because belief is a choice, confidence is a skill, and presence is a practice. And you've already begun, just by being here, just by hearing these words, just by letting your unconscious mind accept what's useful, discard what's not, and upgrade everything else. And so from here forward, you're speaking with power, living with presence, and embodying your new belief system completely, because you didn't try to install it. You let it become you. And maybe you smile now because you know it's already done.